Oh,
Fucking hell. Just started off with an ear rape. Why not?
oh, you're not allowed to say the R word. It's been the first 3 seconds.
It's only rape if you don't enjoy it.
God's sake.
I missed playing D&D with you, Jack. I missed playing D&D with you.
That took like 2 seconds.
Hey, I have a record to beat. Fuck Luke, I have to
I
beat
honestly
his
thought
ass.
you were going to say I have an erect.
Oh no.
No,
Can
that's later.
Can we just state your first line since being introduced into this is just that? It's like,
Hey, I gotta
yes,
make my first impressions, baby.
that's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
like
the
you
weirdest-
must choose your first words wisely. Oh, I have.
That was your first words.
This is why they don't normally let me out of the naughty club.
This is why we
Nobody lets you
normally
off the
left you in the
corner.
other server.
This is why I don't let you out of the basement.
Anyway, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
As you can tell, we have a new player joining us.
Indeed we do. We welcome Jack
Hey.
to the group.
Can't wait to make more people hate me, Gab.
No, it isn't Monday, so unless you're playing as some new form of Jericho, we should be fine.
Oh, no.
do not
I mean,
tempt
oh, yes, but oh, no.
Do not tempt me to bring more Jericho to jail. What?
The problem is Jericho technically wasn't morally in the wrong there.
That's true. Do you know what the worst part would be? This
Murdering
this
things,
world,
but we like this one.
there is precedence that this world actually does have talking sentient cats, so
That's fair. Because Von Yip's a thing.
as well
Professor
as Yumi.
Von Yip resents you calling him a cat. He is an evolved species of the robotic evolution, so fuck you.
There's also a Yumi.
Yes, Yumi.
Is Yumi a cat though? Isn't she from the spirit world?
Nope, she's a cat.
She is actually a cat. Like
Yep.
she's not some weird monster from another reality because Yordle magic.
No,
Because
she's a cat.
it's stated on the wiki that there is like a subspecies of cat in this world that are just sentient and can talk perfect English and such.
Yeah, so she is from that species.
So she is just a cat.
See, I always thought she was just something fucking weird from the Yordle world. I
Either
was
way.
like, this isn't what she actually looks like. She's like a fiddlesticks monster.
Well, I have a picture.
Anyway,
That's
My-
last time you managed to have a bit of a heart. Well, Delris and then Alari managed to have a bit of a Urquhart's heart-to-heart with her mother. Or more like a attempted heart-to-fist or something like that.
Or heart to flame.
Glasgow kiss.
Pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, the only reason she didn't get punched was because Darius stopped her.
Yes, speaking of the big lug, he had a conversation with our resident ghostly bird. Just exchanging pleasantries and saying that if Potoo ever comes up with any more information on the Ruination or Shadow Isles, to let him know. You also discovered that he is indeed Draven's brother. Bit of a conversation happened back and forth there too.
Uh-huh.
Then you
I
found
have
out the
tricked
butler
you.
sold you out. As he sold you out to the
Waffleberg would like to.
Come.
Oops, sorry. No, I was just going to say Waffleberg would like to state that Waffleberg always gets what he wants, which is the fact that he still got to punch Alari's mom.
But,
You were the only one who got to punch Alari's
Yeah.
mom.
but yes,
No.
the butler sold you out to the Black Rose before vanishing through. Well, you put him in a box that you thought was just going to be a box. You were attempting to threatening to dump him into the ocean and such. Then it turned out that box was a portal to Bandle City. You don't know if he was a Yordle or not, so there is a chance that he may or may not have survived that. And if he did survive it and he isn't a Yordle, he's probably in a worse hell.
Fair.
Very
Uh,
fair.
Beyond that, you then headed to the boat because Samira was going to be sent your way. You took off. You started heading over to the Foundling Village. well, you were first heading towards the Frostguard Citadel, till you saw a giant fiery explosion and a plume of smoke coming from the Foundling Village. I tried to remember what
Yep.
else you saw along that little thingy ride as well, because I
We
know I
got
rolled
some
something else.
Waffleberg.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah,
saw
no, that
Vol-
was it.
So,
Yeah, you saw the image of Volleybear in the clouds.
We also saw Darken.
No, that was beforehand, before you landed in Kuchar.
Oh.
You saw
Yeah.
bloody what's his name, Aatrox.
Friggin' Aatrox was just hovering over
Ah.
as we passed by there.
And
Uh,
your mother
Hold on.
is currently suffering still from alcohol withdrawal.
And Alari feels no sympathy.
Yep. So, you are heading towards Foundling Village, I'm assuming.
On the last, would it have been long enough for Darius to get back to Noctis?
Given he would have had transport, and a couple of days have indeed passed, by the end of this day he will make it back there.
Does Alari get any strange phone calls from her sending stone?
Well, we'll find out first because I've gone back on what I said. I am
I
doing
mean-
Yes,
one
but
roll
only
because this is funny.
only from Waffleberg.
Potoo's the one that has the direct connected areas.
Also,
But Alari gave Darius a stone to give to Draven.
indeed she did.
Oh yeah.
Also, I've gone back on this, and I feel like since you're in this call now, I could quite literally blame you for this, Jack.
What?
When it comes to traveling, I have taken to finding random roll charts to see what happens.
Roll everything, baby.
Okay, 64.
Oh shit.
What happens?
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
it's
64 is
an
Jack's
actual-
character. Fuck.
Jack's
I'm
Uh,
re-rolling that because I have
one.
no idea how to even get that to work with this. Because I don't know how I'm going to get a giant spire of brass rising from the ground to work.
You ask it very nice.
16, however.
Also-
You see, from the family village as you're getting closer, there seems to be a lot of fireworks being set off.
Yeah.
Presumably the fires have reached a building there that's just sending everything up in a... Basically, it must have been like some kind of little celebration hut, but it's just...
Well, that's
Oh, dear.
festive.
I mean, at least now you've got a signal as well.
Well, I mean, they do say during a party to burn the house down.
I don't
They burned down a little too many houses.
Waffleberg.
So...
I could drop the rats.
I wouldn't drop the rats. They're useful.
Let me just quickly add this to
Yeah,
there, 'cause
well,
just
I
wants to
mean,
kind of
yeah.
set that to me.
Oh, I'm at it now. I can just boop done.
Okay. There we go.
I
So-
can't help but notice that you've murdered the children.
Where did the children?
Is that not why there's a massive cross out of Village of the Ice Children? Usually that means it's been mildly
No,
annihilated.
that means Waffleberg's gotten his hands on the map and he started renaming
Oh, it's
everything.
still mildly annihilated.
It is now Village of the Pinco Children. Which is
Oh.
actually a
Uh-oh.
scarier prospect than Ice
That
Children.
is even
Mhm.
worse.
That is an even more terrifying prospect, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Don't know
mean,
what
it
that is.
depends. It depends. Out of character, it depends on which Pinko we're talking about here.
Also,
I'm just
I
going to imagine it's a village full of pachinko machines that are very small.
feel like I
Like,
need to
it's
state
like
this
Pet
now,
Talk.
because yesterday I went back over his lore. And yeah, the line first of 10. Does that make Pinko the second of 10?
No. It just means that Pinko has a portion of.
Pinko is
the
0.5 of 10.
Yeah, exactly. 0.5. He's almost 1, but he's half.
But yes, Alari, I believe it is you in control at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
You would get a message over your sending stone.
Hmm.
Just being like,
Excuse me. And she'll just kind of go below deck.
"No,
Hello?
you-" A familiar voice comes over the sending stone. So I'm just making sure that this isn't some kind of prank. My brother says, well, he's not one for pranks anyway, but I just need to make sure. Then again, it
Oh.
does sound like you.
Yes, it's me.
So how's things been?
Well, we've done a lot since we last met. Well, we went to Piltover, which I hated. We ended up running into Singed again. We ended up getting in a fight and being dragged halfway to Noxus by a certain group of roses that lives in your city. We got saved by a girl on a metal horse. Now we're in the Feliord.
Why are you there?
And, well, that's where I'm from.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I wanted to find out what my memories were. I've mostly collected them, I think, but I also found my mother.
It should also be
She's the one-
noted, as this
Huh?
going on, you're hearing like chanting in the background.
Why is there chanting?
Oh, I'm waiting to go out, onto the arena. Do my whole thing.
Oh. Right.
I know it's a bit late at night, but late night shows, they pull in the crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Lets you see the flames better.
Yes. Well, I haven't decided whether I'm going to kill my mother or not yet. Your brother stopped Delris from punching her in the face, though.
Doesn't sound like him, but I guess if it's needless violence, he would be against it. Or if there was more important things, I don't know. You think I keep an eye on the big lug?
Either way, how have you been?
Chilling, killing.
Okay.
Oh, there was the whole thing as well with the whole green mist thing coming over. Few of these little creatures tried to invade the arena. Oh, that made for a fun match. Impromptu, but fun.
That happened everywhere, I believe. Like, it happened while we were in Piltover the second time.
Apparently that's why my brother went going over there to the Freljord. Just needed to get his head clear or something.
Well, I found him basically sat down having a conversation with my mother when I arrived. So...
Trust me, I don't think she's his type. I don't know your mother, so no offense, but I know his type.
No, definitely not. I don't think the drunkard's anyone's type.
Oh, yeah, no.
Either way. We are about to descend upon a burning village, and I should probably go back up above deck and make sure Mariah doesn't jump overboard.
Which one's Mariah again? The short stack?
Yeah, a little one with the big gun.
Oh, right, yeah, not the little lizard then.
No, he's gone. Galder isn't with us anymore. We have a few new companions since we last met.
Just in the background, you can hear.
Ah, that should be the next person I fight in the arena.
Just Dorian, just there, like.
It's just Galder with a flamethrower.
We can catch up more later if you don't mind. We have to deal with something.
Of course, no worries. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yep, and the line goes dead. And Umpa tries to reach for the stone to no on it.
No, Umpa.
Consume the Draven. Become the Draven.
Mainly because I'm not sure whether that paint Delris uses is toxic or not.
Anyway, pretty much gets to there, and by morning, you will see the village clearly in view. Still kind of smouldering, still kind of a bit on fire. Seems kind of deserted from up here, but there is space for you to park up. Or a lamp, I
Alari's
guess.
changed her skin to look like a more natural tone instead of blue.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're going to initiate landing protocols? Waffleberg?
Yeah.
Of course I am. You know the deal over the intercom. We're landing! And just you're gonna hear the chicken dance song start playing as we initiate landing protocols. Keep in mind, this is the stealthiest mode the ship has, which is Super Ninja mode.
Is that necessary?
Alari,
Are you necessary, Moon Man? Don't answer that. You're necessary in my heart.
And as you land,
Oh,
you can see from here the village, while looking quite burned down, also seems to have just been heavily smashed apart, and just a lot of property damage seems to have happened here. And on the outskirts of the village, where you land, someone does race up to your boat, to your airship as it lands. Jack, would you like to introduce your character?
No, but I'm going to have to. I detest this part. Running up to you comes a man, funnily enough. He has very pale, white skin, and he's only really dressed about halfway.
Hang on.
That is my
Which
best
way?
explanation. Work with it. Whichever way suits you, son, EGM.
I could just do that. That helps for a description.
He's also
Okay.
that big. Deal with it.
Oh,
You won't fit on the boat.
On the plus side, he can fight Aatrox.
Finally.
I don't know what an
somebody
Aatrox is,
did
but
it.
apparently I'm going to raid it.
But yes, you see him. I will say this. He does have a defining mark on his shoulder. One that you have seen before. Two axes crossed over each other.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Huh.
Because given that you are a worshipper of Volibear, if I recall right there, Jack, you would
That
be a
is
member of the
correct,
Winter's Claw.
apparently. I have no idea what that is. I just want to hit
Okay,
some.
just quick thing on it. Three
Ah,
tribes
our
in
first chat dump. Let's go.
three tribes in the Freljord that are kind of at war. The two main ones are
What's a
the
Freljord?
Avarosans, where they're the peace lovers, and then you got the more barbarian, more fighty type people who believe strength is better, which are the Winterclaw.
Yeah, that sounds just fucking perfect, lads.
And then of
Third
course
one's an ancient.
then of course you got like the Frost Guard and such, which are under the witch Lysandra.
Yeah, the ancient
Mm.
ice witch who
Yep.
turns people into trolls.
And little
Cool.
fun fact that I learned recently, because I looked up the Volibear lore for this as well. Volibear is the one that blinded Lysandra.
I actually
Yeah?
didn't know she was blind.
She's also the one that drove Volibear insane.
Yep.
Yeah, make the league more diverse by blinding people.
Mhm.
I mean, she didn't need to do that. We already had Lisa.
You can't be diverse until there's some disabled people. Let's go make some vegetables.
I mean, we had
I mean-
Lisa in already.
The
Go on.
first thing you'd hear as you approach the ship is, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Right, give me some context here. Why am I running towards an airship?
Because the village that you've been in for quite some time, we've just been keeping an eye out for it, making sure it's fine, making sure no Frostguard starts approaching it, because this would be a valuable land site for Winter's Claw. Just got raided by a giant monster who's been kind of destroying things. The rest of your people have tried to get it away with fire, but it used the fire to set the buildings on fire as well. So
Goody,
basically,
goody.
with your people being scattered to the winds, You've seen what could be potential help.
I have not just seen potential.
Well, you've seen a ship landing.
Must assume worst.
You've seen a ship landing and heard someone scream for fuck's sake at you.
You could also hear the very loud intercom of the ship. We're landing! We're landing! Get out the way, bitches!
As followed up by what definitely seems like an odd, droning song that you would never heard of before. Going something like.
Moonman, get in on this!
It has
my
to be in
ears.
Waffleberg's voice
Yes.
over the intercom. It's in
No, it isn't
Waffleberg's
No, it isn't Wafflesberg voice. And in the recording, he is saying, "Moonman, get in on this," because I imagine Moonman would have just been standing there staring at him like, "No," during the recording process.
Just
like,
flattening
no.
his ears. Like, no.
I look absolutely forlorn. I'm either about to annihilate a bunch of actual morons, or our assistant might as well be a preschool.
Speaking
Keeping
of
in
which,
mind that
Mariah.
really the only thing I have to go off is whatever in God's name Santa is doing to this poor game.
Trust
It
me, this
keeps it
game had got off the
interesting.
tracks before Waffleberg came in.
Also, I have. Oh no, I've gone to the wrong place.
Wait, what?
Important
As,
information.
as we're landing, I'll go over to Stellar and it's like, are you okay waiting on the ship with the child again?
That's fine. I've got her here already. She just holds up Umpa. Umpa's
I
there,
don't
like,
re-
swinging her club, you're like, let me in, I want to fight.
No, Umpa, you're too little.
Scowls.
When you get a bit bigger, then you can fight.
At this point, Stellar's just going to put her down. And she's just going to waddle over and stand next to Kuiper. And then just kind of like do the height thing of just measuring the height difference.
Kuiper's an adult. He's just short.
I don't use a club that's twice the size as you.
Okay, she's going to look at you after saying Kuiper's an adult. Wander over to Mariah and just kind of like do the hand motion of, well.
Mariah's insane.
It's a
Mariah's
years thing, not a size.
Mariah's a bomb, so if you hit her, she might.
I hate to interrupt, but someone's approaching.
Oh,
Then kill them!
It's a
No.
winter fucker.
Well, as long as he's not attacking, I find no reason to bother with him.
Wait, is that how we get the ice monsters?
What?
Waffleberg's rushing to the edge of the ship. You! Have you been fucking Winter? And if so, stop it! She keeps having your bastard children the ice monsters!
Alexander is just limbering up and probably polishing his axe. It's about to become very bloody at this fucking rate.
Seeing the axe, Waffleberg is pulling out what appears to be a revolver, and then in his other hand, a small orb? Kind of like a snow globe looking thing. As Waffleberg looks at him, those are nice axes. You wanna be a bitch?
I think you will find that it is singular. Silly man. Hurry up and land.
Sorry.
I can actually see your face to face. Please.
We are landed. Did we not land?
Yeah,
I
like,
think
I could have sworn we did land.
No,
like-
we
I'm
have one
severely-
on the ground.
I'm
You have not
severely
landed
on
until
drugs
your
right
legs
now.
are on land. You're still on airship. Get off.
Pinco just rolls down the ladder, like the little thing towards
Yep.
his feet, looks
So-
up at you. How are you?
so what you see there
Oh my
is
God.
a small, tiny fluff ball with horns.
And a
at your
hat.
feet, and a
And
hat.
a purple hat.
I
And
do not
sees
understand this strange creature. Its
What?
accent is so high.
Uh,
You think you've been snuffing Volumium for 3
you
days.
you would know
know-
this to be a Poro because Poros are one of the most abundant creatures in the Freljord. But Poros don't tend to speak.
Well, this is the
Very
thing.
strange one. I wonder if voice coat makes meat more tender.
Alari climbed after Pinco and is just kind of staring at Pinco. It's like, since when do you talk consistently?
I don't know. I think he's got amnesia. Potoo just kind of flutters down to the ground.
Sorry, I do not understand your very high accent.
It's asking, who are you?
Who are you?
You want to know who I am?
No, not you, silly. That one. And points to Alari. Alaris, sorry.
You're a strange creature.
Waffleberg will come off the ship. What's wrong with the Poro now?
I think it has forgotten who we are.
The Egyptian vulture Aarakocra is going to pick up the Poro. Do you require a doctor? Do you require anesthetic?
No.
No.
No, Waffleberg. You're not doing
You
anesthetic.
never let me have my fun.
Anesthetic is not what you think it is.
What's
I rolled a natural. I rolled natural 20 and eat the Poro at Alari.
Unfortunately, you're not Delris at the moment.
Just catch Pinco like, fuck.
If you're a hostile raiding party, you're a strange hostile raiding party.
We're not
Yeah,
We're not a
Waffleberg.
raiding party.
Waffleberg is not raiding party, nor is he hostile. He's just really on drugs right
So-
now.
Best way to describe the party that you
You're
see
all
is the small little Poro with the hats that I mentioned, the Egyptian vulture like Aarakocra with one metal arm and fancy looking getup,
What? Yeah, he also has a metal leg too.
Yeah.
Um,
a... What does Alari look like at the moment? Because you made herself look more normal.
she's just got kind of dusky skin
Okay.
with kind of long, with her kind of hair still like long.
Yep.
But it's now a kind of reddish brown instead of blue.
You'd also see a Potoo looking Aarakocra step off the boat, but their feathers are more a darkish blue to a like sickly greeny black coloration.
Yes.
There's just something
That
about
is-
them that just feels wrong.
Also, Alari's eyes are still
Yep.
blue.
And finally off the ship would be two small humans, from what you could tell. Because I believe that you would have your glamour up, both of you two, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Rebecca, would you have your glamour up?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, two small humans. One of whom
You are
just
certainly-
seems to have like a little hat on, just like kind of finely dressed. The other one, scraggly purple hair, holding what seems to be a large shotgun, almost as big as her.
It's weird. It's just weird telling me that someone is coming up to me with a shotgun in D&D. Can we make that illegal? That's illegal.
I shot someone up the bum once.
Yes, but we're talking about the shotgun, not your pit.
Oh.
It's like, do you not remember me, Pinco?
No.
I am Alari.
Mm-hmm.
We have been traveling together for literal weeks.
I imagine like Alari holding him out as far as she can away from him, and him just like his little paws resting on her thumbs, and just like, mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I'm just imagining it being like, I'm Alari, we've been traveling for weeks, I threatened to burn you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I was going to burn you alive because you nearly killed Mariah.
It's burn. And what's alive?
This
okay, Waffleberg's not dealing with this. You big, tall, testosterone creature.
just kind of looks to Potoo. It's like, this Poro is fucked.
Assume you're talking to me.
Yes. Not quite sure.
Yes. Yes, I am.
description.
Hi, my name is Waffleberg. What is yours?
My name is Alekxander, given power by Waffleberg to grind enemies like mortar and pestle.
Pestle.
I like you. Would you like to buy something? I've
No.
got a lot of help. Nobody ever wants to buy from me. Where's the local? Why are we here?
Because we saw it on fire. Go disarm the bomb.
Oh, yeah. Why's your thing on fire?
Well, you seem to have missed the most fun part of the day, you see. Very large. It's everything. It's very fun time. But you miss out. You see, he gone now.
As you say that, you see two large fists burst out from a nearby hut. And this large creature just climbs onto the roof.
I'm at that thing like a race car goes at, I don't know, random pedestrians at the side of the road.
This is the creature that you see.
Huh.
It's
What? Sorry, what happened to us not running into champions anymore?
It's not a lot of anything else.
We're dead. Waffleberg's just watching the testosterone creature. Anybody want a drink? I'm gonna go to the bar. Anybody want a drink?
There is no bar, you idiot! Come on.
Well-
Kuiper's following the stranger.
Damn.
What? Why were you? Why so mean?
Let's go.
I'm legitimately actually like that was wow.
Alara, guard the ship.
Well, no. I've got the baby. She just holds up Umper and then goes below deck.
Kuiper slows down and goes, "You're my idiot. Come on."
Don't let the
Aw.
alcoholic
No, not
have
more idiots. No more bombs.
No
Well,
more
I have
idiots, no more
bombs.
bombs. Looks to Mariah, who is both.
I've actually made her a bomb. I've been trying since my first day, and I've done it.
Oh, I know. What? Actually, it's not going to matter. I haven't read the spell before. Hello now. I'm going to cast this on myself because I can.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh shit! You're Warlock. Oh,
Nope. I am
oh, you're not.
Um,
This is where I
Paladin?
can.
they got a warlock spell.
Ooh, nice.
Concentration. So my barbarian levels. Let's talk about them.
Huh.
This is where this village should be arriving roughly up here-ish. Yes, up there-ish.
Yeah, the 9 on stealth is Pinco trying to slip out of Laris's hands,
Okay.
struggling
In that
ever
case,
so.
Alari, make me a perception.
What?
Hmm. Could you kindly pull me onto this?
Well, look.
That's what's that.
Yep, you see Pinko struggling in your hands to get off.
I'll just kind of drop it.
You are dropped.
And
Like,
Pinco gone.
I don't put you down, I literally just drop you.
There's Mariah.
And he's gone.
So the little Poro's rushed on ahead.
All you hear from him as he's walking away is, "What is that?"
It'll be back.
It is going to roll to see if it can spot a Pinko. Going off that stealth as well.
Hmm.
It has, but it's also going to probably have to do an insight. Just to see if it knows that it's not just a random Poro. It doesn't. It thinks Pinko is a Poro.
Pinko's perfect disguise. Being a Poro.
But yes, this thing's just kind of raging around, throwing a bit of a temper tantrum. Just tossing bits of roof around everywhere.
I want to murder the tamper tantrum.
Hey, Pinko, that's Thing's a bad thing.
Murder. Murder. No.
As everyone's charging towards, Waffleberg is going to take out the
Oh,
his
no,
moat room
Murder.
from his bag of holding, so he's going to go ahead and fly towards it. It allows him to move more. He's 50
Murder.
feet. He can only walk 25 feet, so
Murder. Now within murdering range.
I don't want to try my new spell.
Slam.
Out.
Expend luck points to retry slam. Slam. Slam was worse. This is how it all ends.
Yeah, you don't hit, and this thing just looks down at you.
I'm
Just practicing on house. I get you next.
Are we allowed to have a action?
Yes, because this is technically not combat yet. It would have been combat if he hit.
Oh, okay. Is
well,
it?
if we're oops, sorry.
Does it look like it's aggressive?
Well, he's staring down at Alekxander here with quite hateful intent.
Pinco is going to climb up Alexander's back and sit on his head.
I'm going
Down here. You're easier to hit here.
Wait.
It fails, and actually takes 38 damage.
Pinco
Pinco-
is saying wait to everybody.
Silence,
Pinco
small
is
talking
doing
future.
that,
Murder is required.
Waffleberg is casting Branding Smite on his revolver.
So,
Big
what are you
moves
doing for
forward, long
persuasion there,
conclusion.
Pinco?
He's just telling everybody to wait, including the big thing.
Okay. So, you see
Oh.
Pinco kind of just sit on Alexandra's head and just hold up a little pauses like, wait.
necrotic energy slams into its face.
Why are we waiting?
Even the big thing itself seems to be waiting at this point, and it's staring at you, Pinco.
Well, small creature, your own head. You might as well explain.
Friend? And kind of like hops off of his head to like the very foot of the creature.
You must be shitty.
Oh no.
It's going to look down at you. Pick you up between two fingers, like a finger and a thumb. Place you next to it. And then it's going to reach down and try and grab Alexandra.
Pinko's just nuzzling it.
Make me either an athletics or an acrobatics to try and avoid this grapple. Yeah, try to grab you and you just kind of muscle your way out of being picked up.
Only wife is allowed to touch muscles.
You have a wife?
Is that really your number one question right now?
It's a wife.
So being denied its grapple, it's just going to let out a
Speak.
loud roar at you and then stare at Alari.
Can you speak?
It just lets out another loud roar. Make me a insight.
Somebody should get Grumble on the phone.
Can I also make an insight?
Yeah, you can make an insight as well.
That is a 17.
Alari, you're not too sure. Kuiper and Potoo, you feel like this thing can understand you, but can't speak back.
He's just going to sit on the roof that he's currently standing on and pull out his mandolin to play.
Pinko's just nuzzling.
Okay, Pinco and Potoo, both of you two, make me a performance check.
That's a natural 20 from the mandolin.
Okay, that means it's going to be it's going to make this with disadvantage.
You're a strange creature. Why won't you let me murder? It has large mouth. Can be used as sheath for sword.
No.
Just kind of sways around a bit. Just seems kind of lost in the music. Then it just picks up Pinco and just starts to pet. And
What are you
Pull
doing?
out the footprint that we were given.
Yep.
Is it anything resembling what this thing's feet look like?
yes, the big one is, aren't we?
Ah. This is that thing that George told us to look for.
Who's George? Oh, yeah, that George.
Oh,
I
it
hope you
seems
come
pretty
upon thing
smart.
alive, because I do not intend to leave it alive.
Don't attack it again yet.
Pinco is staring.
Bin-
Who are
to
you? Are you Alexander's mother?
Yes.
Well, okay then.
Wait. What?
I suppose the bird has decided to be mother. It doesn't
Waffleberg,
normally become people's mothers.
Waffleberg will be your mother. It's fine. Just don't
No,
die like the last ones.
Just kind of looks
I
at
have
the
decided I no longer consent to having mother.
looks at the big guy petting Pinco. It's like, hi. Sorry I blasted you hastily.
I'm not.
It's just there. Still just petting the small little Poro, just lost in the music.
Oh.
Then you see it just kind of lean back and fall through the hole in the roof.
Oh.
Oh, did I make it fall
Fallen! We
asleep?
can get the advantage now, lads!
And you hear like a loud crash as it lands in there, probably smashing a few things along the way.
Pinco is scared.
Color spray out into
doesn't even really do it as like a spell. It's just he's just scared and he just like boop. It's magic.
right into Alexander's face.
Given
What is
that
it? So it's 6d10.
Given that this is a building that you're in, it would only be hitting yourself and the large creature.
Well, it would have been as he was falling
Oh,
back
okay.
through into the hole, like as
Yeah.
Pinco is like getting shuffled, like he would have just been like,
Okay.
"Pooh."
So-
So probably myself, him.
Alari
know.
and Alexandra.
So 6. 6
And
of
Waffleberg.
those.
And Lyra. So Lyra would actually be the first one affected. Because Lyra has the lowest HP.
It won't hit Waffleberg. Waffleberg's
It
50
won't,
feet
and
up.
it'll only
Oh,
hit
He's on
based
his broom.
on. It'll only hit based off health points, I believe, isn't it?
Do we have a
Yeah,
vertical?
it'll be based off of health points.
Yeah.
But Waffleberg's also in the air on his broom, so it won't hit him.
So yeah, it'd only be hitting Lyra then.
Just face plants into the floor.
Unless
I
Scott, he's
believe-
off to go and smite a bitch.
Because I believe that Alexander and Alari have higher health than 24.
Yeah.
little bit.
Also, it is technically supposed to be divided between each creature. Waffleberg is going to come to the ground. He's going to park in front of Alexander. He's going to take out a small metal tube, hand it to Alexander. Hold on to that for me. And Waffleberg is going to into the building. And don't enter the building with that. And then he's going to close whatever yurt doors is keeping
I'm
the
going
building.
Waffleberg hands me this rod. I take about half a second to look at it before casually throwing it behind me.
The moment that you look at it, it activates and it starts popping out small discs into the air,
Oh no!
which all of which
no.
activate holograms of Waffleberg flossing as it is just playing that weird ass Fortnite music. Waffleberg's already in the building.
Alari would have gone in with Waffleberg.
As you two step into the building, there is no sign of the large creature in sight. There is
This is
Pinco
my attack
sat on
first
top of
door.
lots of rubble.
I'll kind of go over and kind of pick up Pinco under one arm and start brushing some of the rubble away with the other.
The 16 hit a door.
16 would hit the door and knock it off its hinges.
You have lost, creature! Now what will I murder?
You just murdered a door. Impressive.
Doors do not have sentience, strange bird.
Alari, as you're brushing this
Yeah.
aside, you see what seems to be a fluffy orange tail with blue tips just sticking out of the rubble.
I'll dig out more.
Yep. As you dig out more, you find, just with a bit of sore head, just kind of reeling, this creature.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll pick it up.
Shooby, shooby, shooby.
Zoomy, zoomy.
Alari,
Excuse me, what is that?
Yeah.
make me a... well, first things first. Alari, you make me a nature... yeah, nature arcana for this one. Alexander, you can make me a nature or an arcana. Both would be with disadvantage, though.
what is that noise?
What is Waffleberg doing?
I mean, if Waffleberg's there as well, you can make me...
Lamau, this
That's
is going
it.
to be awful.
Yeah, Alexander, you have no idea what this is. This looks like some fuzzy rodent.
Well,
Alari?
I do not know what you have found. Clearly, the local house pet. I am off to find actual monster.
Alari? Waffleberg? This looks like a Yordle. But no, not like any Yordle you've seen before. For one, Yordles don't have tails.
Yeah.
Looks at Kuiper.
Oh, wait, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Waffleberg is holding. Waffleberg is going to go outside real fast. He's going to grab Kuiper. He's going to walk back inside, and he's going to put Kuiper right next to this Yordle. He's going to look at Kuiper. Go look at the Yordle. Go look at Kuiper. Go look at the Yordle. And as he does, he's going to be, huh.
So, like, Alari's just puts Pinco down, and is just kind of holding this thing as like this Yordle is like, "Are you okay?"
Give me a sec, I've got a mouthful of chili. Because you know what I'm going to have to do for this. Pretty much that.
Nah, gata.
It just looks at you all. It just looks at you all, looks at Pinco, starts to reach up, Pinco's like,
Do I know you?
Pinko's like standing on his back 2 feet. Friend.
just kind of
I'll-
Pinco starts petting again.
So, like, I'm just holding it. It's holding Pinco, and we're just kind of there, like.
Kuiper, maybe a history check. Mariah, whereabouts would you be at this point?
I would probably have followed them, but like behind them all.
In that case, you can make me a history check as well.
Oh my god, it would be so funny if Grumble was still with the party.
You actually both get this.
Blah, blah.
Because, yeah, Yordles get taught history and such. In Bandle City, it's one of the lessons to pick up on. This seems prehistoric. This seems like a prehistoric Yordle. This is like what your ancestors used to look like.
Hi, great, whatever you are.
Great. Cousin twice removed.
On my
second
father's side.
uncle explosive bomb.
It's just kind of there, like. Yes, it does seem. He does seem to be a Yordle. I think.
It's just looking around where it's patted here, then just looks up at you, Alari. It's like, boom.
What?
Boom. And it kind of like points over in the
I
direction
didn't
of
get
the
any
house
of
that
that.
looks like it's just been blown up. You assume that was the house that had the fireworks in it.
You wanted the fire.
Boom.
Looks around, trying to think how best to describe this. They're just like motions for like it trying to indicate something large and bulky. It's like and it's just holding its little boomerang out like it's some kind of club or a weapon.
It turns into a lion.
And motions that it's running. And it just shrugs like can't remember the rest.
Waffleberg has already taken this out his piltover clothes and is just handing them to him, including the top hat. I don't know why, but this
you're
feels
doing
right.
that.
I don't know why, but this feels right. Shush.
Aggressively trying to bleach his fur at the same time.
Trying to make it white fur.
Shush.
Here, have a tiny monocle.
Here, let's style your face hair.
But yeah, it just looks around in confusion. It's looking around at you all. Looks at you, Kuiper. God, this is just Kled all over again, isn't it?
Yes.
But more eloquently speaking.
So somebody dial up somebody dial up Grumbler. Blah, blah, blah.
This one has
Just so they can have a fucking conversation.
Bed.
Would you like me to put you
That
It nods, and then if you put him down, he will take the sharp end of the boomerang, wander out into the snow, and just start to try and draw something to try and get his point across.
kind of goes to watch?
No, he does so. He just looks at you, Alekxander, and he's doing like the eye motion thing of I'm watching you.
Alexander pays it no heed. Why would it pay?
He doesn't seem to like you, Alexander.
I do not care if it likes me or not. It is too small to matter.
Looking at his feet, I'm guessing he's the small prince.
Yep.
Like, This is definitely the one that George was looking for.
Why is George looking for him? Again?
God, Tim.
I don't think it was. He was just cataloging.
Huh.
He likes nature.
Yeah, it was for research
Study.
purposes.
I honestly don't remember much about George. I don't remember a lot about a lot of the people that we meet. Like, look, it's me, Waffleberg.
Kuiper's squinting and he's like, seems oddly specific, no?
What?
This particular one he wanted? I don't know.
He was just looking for the footprints. He'd never seen them
Maybe he wanted that one.
Waffleberg with his metal arm is just pointing back over at Alexander.
I don't... No.
What species is Alexander? Is Alexander human?
Yes.
Like, look at it. Is that thing human? It's like, it smells like a bull shark.
Back to what
don't know what to make of what your strange bird is saying.
I'll look back to what the little guy's drawing.
He's drawing what seems to be a large, bulky figure wearing a horned helmet.
Huh.
Familiar?
Doesn't seem familiar.
Pinco
At least it
is
doesn't seem
going...
familiar to any of you lot.
Alexander! Come here.
What could you possibly want? Do you require me to execute, small creature?
No, this thing he's drawing.
Yes, what about? Do I recognize?
You do.
What do I recognize?
You recognize he has drawn Frostguard, which are basically the servants of Lysandra.
I shall spit into the picture. He draws Frostguard. Pathetic little brats.
Little.
But aren't they taller than you? Like, I'm fairly certain they're like 6, 7, 8 foot in height. We've blown one up.
Yes, but I consider strength and size to be my
above game.
Yes, but they're taller than you. And that size.
Above game.
They
you
will
blew
not
up-
be taller than me when I've been at their legs.
Above game, you blew up a thrall, not a frost guard.
That's
Oh,
control.
you shit! You are right. There is a difference. Frost guards are humans, aren't they? Yeah. You're right. I'm wrong. I apologize.
Although to be fair,
Waffleberg's still
talking.
keeping that because
Yeah.
Waffleberg's still keeping that because he's high as fuck.
This means small creature can take me to things to murder. I wouldn't mind putting my sword through a few of them.
So, little
Oh,
one,
thinking
you
about-
attacked by these frost guard?
It just nods, draws a little picture of itself running away, and then just kind of draws a little arrow thing, and then a couple of like little drawings of huts.
Are you?
So you were chased into the village?
Yes. That.
And then became the big thing.
Justification for murder.
And it points towards like Alekxander.
Hey, don't say that's about my mother. I'll have you know that the bird is very pleasant sometimes.
Oh, I thank you, son.
This is so weird.
Is it really weird, Kuiper? Is it the weirdest thing we've had happen so far?
No, it isn't.
Is it the weirdest thing I've done so far, Kuiper? Moonman.
No, it is not.
Either way.
All jokes aside. What?
It just, after it's drawn the picture, it just sniffs the air, wanders over to Mariah, just reaches in, picks up eggplant, bites head off.
Huh.
Are you suggesting that they are trying to kill me? Because they will have to try harder.
What?
Is that what it suggests? I am eggplant.
No, I think it was
and
hungry.
Lack of head is me.
No, I
but
think
not
he's
me.
just hungry.
Oh.
It should be noted, Alekxander. This wasn't just like a straight up eggplant it pulled out of Mariah's hair. This thing had little stubby arms and legs and a face on it. And as soon as it picked up, it was like, "Hey, been chosen!" And then it just got its head bit off.
Breed it in the hair.
I
Oh,
want to the sword course. Shit makes sense.
either way. What's your name? Looking at the
Nah,
Yordle. Nar.
nah.
Right.
Okay.
That's a fun name.
Hmm?
What are you going to do now, Nar?
Nar just scratches the top of his head, like after just picking up the top hat and the little bone thing underneath it, the little skull. Then just sniffs the air, wanders over to. He will wander over towards this side of the camp,
I'll follow him.
Same.
and he will scurry on top of this hut, and he will look outwards and just let out a and just start hopping on like from one foot to other, pointing.
He's pointing
What's
this
the
way.
direction of the point?
Oh, sorry, no. Potoo,
Mm.
there is very little roof left here, but just about for you and him, because this is the one that got blown up by the fireworks.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, you can make perceptions to where he's pointing. Pinco, you're taking your time just to wander around and be like, "What's this? What's this? Who is this? What's this?"
Insert.
Licking the
Nightmare Before
wall.
Christmas song.
Everyone else so far is fine. Waffleberg, Mariah, perceptions. Oh, Mariah, you're just following Pinco, just trying to answer every question Pinco has. It's like, what's this? That's a wall. What's that? That's a piece of rock. What's that? That's the rest of the eggplant.
Looks up the rest of the eggplant, spits it back out.
Everyone else, however, it's a bit blurry at the moment, but through the snow, you can see a few shapes approaching.
Now this might be what Alexander was looking for.
Alexander, Alari, given that to you two. Oh no, wait, hang on. Alexander, Alari, and Waffleberg. You two,
It's like, get everyone.
like everyone else, you think, oh, this could be just the rest of the tribe. You three, however, you start to see it. And you see a bunch of these guys slowly approaching.
Oh, they look hyper murderable.
Oh, fun.
Both ways.
Now those are thralls, right?
Nope,
Or are those
they
guards?
are the Frost Guard.
They are the guard. Okay, cool.
Oh, baby.
You think
Just
you
kind of-
see roughly like 7 of the normal guys, flanked by 4 archers.
Many
Everyone.
foes will fall in Waffleberg's name to
So,
and he will grant
Am I
me more
right to
power
shoot
for
them?
it.
are
Everyone.
you okay?
This guy is very enthusiastic.
I will draw a line in the snow with my greatsword because I'm
What's going on? What's going on, Alari?
smokers.
Everyone prepare yourselves. This could turn ugly very fast. They're not
Okay.
but we might be able to talk to them. Maybe
Draw a
we
line
could.
in the snow.
Alari,
What?
you do know those are the people that made the thrall, right? You know, the big nasty monster that we had to kind of blow up.
I know, but if we can talk to them, we can get them to remove the bombs.
That's assuming that they'll listen to us.
Fair, which is also
Maybe
why
not listen.
prepare yourselves.
Wait, what
We
bomb?
do have Mr. Enthusiasm over there that looks like he's ready to brawl.
Oh, you know, the bombs that are on the ice.
I am going to take
No,
vantage in
Waffleberg
a tree.
doesn't. Yeah, Waffleberg doesn't remember this, but Waffleberg is taken to the skies. Bye, bitches!
And Kuiper is going to hide in a tree.
You have archers. I don't know if you know.
Pinko, what did you do then with the shape water?
He pretty much just like picked up the snow into a small little wall in front of him, and he is just kind of like boop behind it because I can only make it 5 feet big. So
Okay, that's fine.
he's just kind of like
Love it.
boop. He's not here.
The funniest part is, if that's 5 foot big, that would also hide Nor, Mariah, and Kuiper.
Everybody, get back here. Boop, 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 boop. You just see all of us hiding, all the Yordles and the Poro, all curled up behind the little ice wall.
Yeah, Mariah, if you want to, I will let you hide behind Pinko's wall.
Yes.
Basically going to be taking cover behind one of the houses.
One of the half-destroyed buildings.
Potoo, are you staying up there, or?
I could roll a stealth. If you'd like.
Go on, show me how it's done.
That's a 23.
Show me how it's done. 23. Get wrecked.
Nor just kind of tries to get behind the wall as well.
Can I make it to this building over here with that 23?
Yes.
Cool.
I am
This is
going to
where
have to
I am.
roll some rolls just to see if anyone manages to spot you. How many did I say? There were 4 archers and 7, was it?
Yes.
Wait, these guys have blue skin, right?
You can't tell. They're fully armored.
That's fair. But I've heard of them having blue skin. Because everyone, since I came here, everyone's been going, ah!
I win.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
been about the thralls, not the
Oh.
guard themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they've been calling you thrall.
Yeah. What did you get? 23, was it?
Yes.
Yep, none of them that managed to spot you. One of them got close, but
Just like this weird shadow. So they're creeped out. They don't know what's there, but they're creeped out.
oddly enough, Potoo, as you're preparing yourself, there's quite a few voices just chanting within Legion. You think it is like any members of the Winterclaw you've picked up to just chanting readying themselves for battle.
Oh, goody.
Let's go to war, bitches!
I'm just gonna see an entire army erupt from Potoo at some point.
Dude's just gonna have like a gem appear in their chest, and they're just gonna open up their chest. Just all these ghouls. Get them. Potoo's ultimate power.
Potoo's ultimate, just swing the sword and then like several hundred or so freaking ghostly figures
Have it-
pop out.
Have it be like a Hecarim ult, where when he ults, he has like the silhouettes of ghosts next to him, except instead of them all being Potoo, it's like all different soldiers with their swords drawn.
So it's like a combination of Hecarim's ult and Azir's
So
Sand soldiers, yeah.
one archer and one soldier hasn't spotted you, Kuiper. The rest of them, they've kind of seen you in the tree there. But I'm gonna need you to make me a perception as well, Kuiper.
Okay. Just Kuiper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next to you seems to be a small cup of tea
a small
and a large box just kind of hovering above it.
Head tilt.
What was that, sorry?
Hmm?
What was
Just
that?
tilts his head.
As you're just watching this, you just see it like twitch a couple of times. Like Well, actually, not the box is twitching, not the cup of tea.
Just looks up, looks everywhere. Like, who is this?
Make me a nerd perception. You have
I
no
love
idea,
this
but that tea
character.
looks inviting.
I love this character so much.
The worst part is it can't be blamed on the character. It's just, for some reason, Tuesday and Dice look is just not with you.
Yep.
We need you to get the
Actually
lucky
gonna
feet at some
start
point.
stepping away. No, I'm taking it as soon as possible, don't worry. But I'm actually gonna step away, try to get down this tree. Like, no, this isn't right.
As you're stepping away, and you're just keeping an eye on this, you think you hear the faint voice just go, Mundo trade again later.
Oh,
Mundo's solid snaking in the tree.
No, it just turns out it's an extremely long rope attached to that thing. He's just like some distance away being like, come on, come on, come on, with binoculars.
as soon as he's been spotted anyway, you just hear, Mondo!
Oh,
Quick,
Mundo
point
rumbled,
at the
pulls
enemy
away
and
the
say,
box.
look, sick people.
I just did that for jokes, it's funny.
People have frostbite.
That's why I said I did this as a joke. Otherwise, you know, you could just sick Mundo on people again.
But just low-key make Mundo our best friend. He's just stalking us.
So, is there any preparations you're all doing before we get into initiative order?
Waffleberg, he already has Branding Smite on his pistol.
That is fair.
Pinco is just going to pull out that golden pin.
Okay. Also, I'm
And,
just going to start placing these guys on while you're sorting that out.
I am going to ready a firebolt
Okay.
for
What to do?
the attack
Yes.
us. then I will throw the firebolt at that one. Or something.
Okay.
It's time.
And there we go.
For the briefest of moments,
Yep.
there was 2 piggyback riding.
All fire, by the way.
Okay. Should probably note that these guys have roughly that's health each. Yeah, that seems about fine. Sorry, I'm just getting the stats lined up from because I did not stat these guys yet. I forgot. So this is a fight where I'm going to be flying by the seat of my pants.
What's new?
I
mean, it could be worse. I could be Yules in the background just casting AoEs 24/7.
It could be worse. I could send the fetus after you again.
Please no.
No, no.
Please
I
no.
don't know how that would fit into this, but
You don't know how this. You don't know how that fits into this. Fiddlesticks, some kind of demon.
the fetus
Do
demon?
not fiddlesticks.
Yeah. I forget what the name is. Like the things before they become fully fledged demons that feed off negative emotions that Yoni hunts.
And it's the Akazgi or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like
Phoenyrie or something like that.
but we don't actually know how true that is because the lore's been changed so much that we don't know if the demon chart's accurate anymore.
That is true.
What is accurate though is Fiddlesticks is still at the top. He is still the top demon.
Yep. Okay, so as these guys start to approach, fuck off Microsoft's account problem. That's gonna have come up on the recording now. Just didn't. It keeps going, I think, going, we need to fix your Microsoft accounts, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I put in my password to log into that, it's like, oh yeah, no problems were detected. Either way, as they approach, they stop there, as they just watch on at you all. They're just like kind of waiting to see who makes the first move.
Hello! Are you able to talk?
I'm running at them.
I made a line in the snow just so I know where to attack. They've stopped
They
far away
stopped.
from the line. I'm charging
They
at them.
stopped. I'm charging at them.
Okay,
I'm going to move here.
Okay, so.
And I am going to use my conquering presence to force every single one of them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, can you pop up what that does?
It's the middle one. Well, the first one of 2, but you don't need to read the top.
Okay, so yeah. So Alari, while you're trying to shout out your questions to these guys, you see Alekxander just charge up screaming, just start to square up to each of them. Just like...
I'm no longer the worst one in the party!
It's just like getting it up in their faces like, come on, who's first, come on.
It's like Chihuahua mentality, but it's a Frigilordian.
None of them seem phased. Unfortunately, these guys would indeed be immune to being frightened.
They are, yeah.
What is your purpose here?
He's not with us. He's a third party.
That's true. What?
Just sort of look at them, just kind of disappointing. Fine. Just hit you then.
If that's
Just
just
gonna hit one.
One was just there going, if he isn't with you lot, then that is fine. We came here for him.
What? Why?
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Better.
He goes to give his reason why, but before he can, he's just smashed over the face with a greatsword. Roll
I
your
imagine
damage.
that's probably why.
Hang on, I can roll that dice because I have great weapon fighting. It's the same number. Woo.
So it's still just
I'm
7 then.
really glad that I took all of these feats. They've all worked really well for me already.
It's a fucking just like a tink.
I want a higher dink. No, you're getting that dink. Well, fine then. I'm not happy about it.
You just smash it over the face with your greatsword. Its head just leaning to one side. And then it just slowly turns its head towards you.
When I make an attack, I have extra attacks. So take another, you bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake! Lucky! Last one already!
Okay, hold
I
up.
hate this character!
Reload roll 20. Reload roll 20.
No,
Before you roll
that
again.
doesn't exist. Fuck off.
Kuiper, you're not the worst rolling one at the moment.
This is honestly
Right.
quite a relief.
Better! Fucking better.
Yep. That will. It starts to look back at you after the first hit, and you just smash its head the other way. And this one does make it stumble a little bit before just looking back to you.
Huh.
Bloody
That
chihuahua.
man has an arm.
So, Alari,
Yes.
which side are we on?
We do not need to get involved in this war.
I just
But
kind
we
of
can
look.
help this once.
Wait! Before you make any hasty actions! You have bigger troubles than him.
Why, are you going
Someone-
to be a threat?
No. We have it on good authority that someone has snuck into your citadel and planted bombs upon the dark ice.
Just looks at this man with a face of pure. Are you fucking joking? What do I literally get this guy's face and go, what do I need to do to get a fight out of you, man?
Oh no, the one that's.
Do I need to piss on your children?
The one that asked Alari then wasn't the same one. The one that just asked why are you going to be a problem was this one. The one that you've quite literally smashed over the face a couple of times, which is this one here, is actually just going to try and smack you straight back.
That's better.
$16.
Are you doing meet and beat or the other one?
Meet and beat.
Yeah, that's just about a hit.
Actually, how far away is he from me? Okay, never mind. He's too far away. Sorry,
Take 14
buddy.
damage, Alexander.
Cool. Take 5 cold damage, random motherfucker.
Okay, so
Look at this! Yes!
so he's taking 2 cold damage.
Yeah.
10. That would be half to 5, surely.
Except, yeah, I was about to say, except their name is the Frost Guard. They are frozen warriors. If they're not resistant to that shit, I'd be a little
I know, but
disappointed.
take 5 cold damage, you bitch.
So it would be 10 cold damage normally halved.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, no, it's not 10 halved, it's 5 halved.
Yeah, so 2.
I don't know what you got. What?
Because 5
no,
halved
that's-
rounded down.
Because half of 5 is 2.5. And
No,
you
it's
round
ten,
up.
it's 5.
Attack. It is 5. Because he rolled 10, it is 5.
Is it 2? No, is it 10? No, is it 2? No, is it 10? No!
To be fair, we had gone through it 3 different ways. So he rolled a 10 for damage. It is D5. So that's what they're taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having taken that to the face, I'm entering rage.
So, while
Let's
this
play
is
this safe.
how does this guy respond to me telling him that there's bombs on the dark ice?
Which dark ice?
The one that's keeping whatever Lysandra wants to stay asleep.
They'll just like look to each other, then look back to you. Do you have proof of such a thing?
Only that we fought someone near the world ruin who had done this.
If it helps, we have a name, and I feel like the name should be enough to reveal like quite a bit of that being an asshole.
And the name?
A man singed. ordered it to happen.
Let's roll a group check there.
Yeah, just casual conversation. Those two are just duking it out at the bottom.
16 won't hit, by the way.
Oh! Oh!
They just kind of look to each other. Singe does ring a bell and outsider to our lands, but do you really think his explosions would be enough to shatter such ice?
Yes.
Oh my fucking lord. Actually, that was
Well,
supposed to be the man.
I mean, he did, to be fair, he was working on melting true ice to get to the world rune. And why am I using this voice? Hold on, I'm not using Waffleberg's.
14 won't hit you. Or does it?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh yeah, no, because I need to do me, but yeah.
But like, in all honesty, we're just.
14
What's
doesn't
the
hit,
word?
24 does.
Do you want us to wait? We can wait while you two duke this out.
The man figured out how to melt true ice. I think he can make a bomb that could shatter your dark ice.
We'll have to get someone out to get that sorted.
Such a conversation as well.
I've done you this boon.
Yes.
Forgetting about this one. Nods to Alexander.
The mistress requires him.
Why?
For
whose side are you on?
For he is Iceborne.
There are many ice in the Feliord.
How does your elephant miss a leg?
What was that, sorry?
Paris has just 3D printed an elephant for 6 hours. It's missing a leg. I'm not sure how you manage that. Well, you've got Stumpy the elephant. I'm sure your grandma will still love it.
Yes,
Continue.
there are plenty, but we need each of them that we can to keep them at bay.
Well, this one is needed elsewhere.
Make me
Man, it's been my turn. You're supposed to hit me.
Make me a persuasion at disadvantage, given that they really want Iceborne, and also the Iceborne is quite literally hitting one of them in the face.
That's fair.
What use would you have with such a being?
We need him to deal with the greater threat of the Shadow Isles.
Well, that sounds like something even bigger to put us on. An entire island. That'd be a hell of a deal.
Yes, you get to fight an entire island.
Just grabs this man of invited by the shoulder. Did you hear that? I get to fight an entire island!
Alari, make me a persuasion with advantage here, given how much Alexander's hyping you. That's 20.
True.
Did you hear that man with split head?
They just
I feel like if
you
we
all.
pointed him at Mordekaiser, he'd be the happiest Frislordian in the world.
Because Mordekaiser, he can end up being larger than fucking Malachi.
They just look to you, look to Alexander, look back to you. I suppose we could spare one. It is a great threat after all. Even we have heard of such dangers.
Yes, and if he survives, we'll bring him back. Consider him on loan.
Yes, especially the Shadow Isles influence is traveling outside of its normal radius now.
I don't get to miss either fight.
He's just like happy. He's like,
Just put one arm on this guy's shoulder. Do not worry, friend. We will continue this great combat some other time.
Pinco kind of turns to Alari.
Shadow Isles, I've heard that before.
Goes to pack bags.
Bobby.
We
What?
do not wish any trouble with you.
Just claim this house.
One of them will slowly approach and just look at you. There is great power running through you. The mistress probably could have use for you as well.
Well, I'm not getting involved with anything Feliordian. As I've said, my task is for the Shadow Isles currently, not for her.
And then we get to be in a giant T-Rex and punching into galactic space monster. But that's a story for another day.
Saying things like that.
You will then
You said I
watch
could say it.
look behind the wall. He's just going to look to Nar, Mariah, and Kuiper. Let's guess you have use for these three as well.
Of course
Yes,
they do, and you can't go around taking people that you just desire.
Moonman, morality is not a subject to be explaining right now. But I appreciate you and your morals. You're doing a good job being a good guy, but not at this moment.
He's just going to...
moves past Pinco and moves between him and Nar and Mariah.
Yep. He's just going
Kind
to
of like-
look down at Kuiper. And just be like...
I'm
And
scared.
who is there to stop us? If the mistress wishes it, the mistress gets it. That is all that there is.
He just sort of leans, looks past them towards Waffleberg, like, oh god, you are right.
Just kind of
Yeah.
it's like, all that are with us here, we have use for in our fight against the Isle.
This specific one is going to make one last attempt at this. And I believe it was with a +2. No, he still doesn't see... He still doesn't see Potoo.
2 is too good at blending in with shadows now, it's fine.
Very well.
Let's start without conflict here today.
Very well then. If you are doing as you say you are, then you have no qualms with us. And we have none with you. However, if we do find you still in the Freljord, we will be hunting you down. We do want... We will ask disc of you, however, before you leave.
Hmm?
If this whole bomb situation is true, then you take those with you.
Fair.
We will be assigning someone to travel with you to ensure that this is not a lie.
Ugh. You want us
God,
to
he's
go with
stretching.
you?
He just marches back to the rest and motions. And the very beaten up, armoured looking one just steps forward and just stands in front of you, Alari. As if he has been assigned.
You will come
Wait.
find the bombs, and we will leave you there. Once they are removed.
It just nods.
All right, everyone, back to the ship.
He's just stood there as just meteors are just swarming you, Kuiper. He just kind of bats one away with his sword as it gets a bit too close. Like, yeah.
It's not too often.
Waffleberg is going to walk up to the Frostguard armored figure.
Look, this is gonna make a lot of us more comfortable. So
Waffleberg is just going to put like a flower on their helmet. Just like,
look, just know it looks good on you, and it's gonna make a lot of us more comfortable with just Okay, wee.
You just watch as the flower just starts to freeze up.
I'll look at Nar, and go and just lean down to him, and just kind of say into his ear, "Come with us for now. Once we ditch the Frostguard, we'll drop you off."
Nar scratches his head, just looks between you all, and then looks to the ship in the distance and just starts bounding off towards it.
Oh dear.
We're going
It is
to have
not
an ancient
often.
Yordle and a baby.
Just gonna run, run after them.
To the ship, everyone. No time to waste.
An entire island of it. It's only happened twice.
As soon as we
You
soon as-
fought an entire island before?
I don't
That
even
is
want.
a long story to tell.
You know what? I'm bringing you to Shuri, to the desert next time. Okay? He's coming with us to the desert.
I mean,
I'm
you've
not going
way
to
you
the
can
Looks
desert.
hide.
at Waffleberg.
you've still got to drop off that thing in the desert. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stop reminding me that I've got things to do in the one place I don't want to be. To the ship.
Speaking of that, where was it? Quickly, well, I'll get things sorted out on the YouTube. Where the hell was this thing? Give me a moment. I'm trying to find it now. There it was. Yeah. You might not be happy, Santa. I'll throw this in the D&D chat. But they revealed some more cards today. And they're all versions
They
of
did, yeah.
Cersei.
Yeah, I know. It's actually really surprising though, because like they've expanded on what exactly Cersei's are now. Because they used to just be mini Rek'Sais, but now they're like several different things. But Rek'Sai is apparently mother of all of them still. So
Yep.
Look
So-
at that parasaur-shaped head.
You all get back to the ship with a couple of new crewmates for now. A Frostguard, a Ancient Yordle, and a very hyped up Barbarian.
Okay.
I saw it. It's
I'm gonna have to pop. I can't keep up the energy required to play Waffleberg at the
That's
moment. I'm
okay.
sorry.
No worries.
I am not feeling good.
That's okay.
So fairly
good.
well.
Take care.
See you later.
So as you get
Hello.
to the ship. Oh, it was Zach joining it. So as you get back to the ship, which we actually have a map for now.
Yay.
Before I leave, I want to say one thing very important about the ship, and that is the fact that just like smack dab in the middle, that's Waffleberg's room. Everybody get the fuck out. It's Waffleberg's. That's his room. He was the first one on the ship. He's done the work. He is getting the room.
So Waffleberg takes the wheel as everyone starts to board. Does his usual stick of getting things ready to set off.
Someone drag my icon on.
Will do. There you go, Potoo.
Yay!
I'm immediately going to find Stellara, go up to her with Umpa, and just kind of say, "Take Umpa below deck and hide with her, please."
Why, what's the issue? And then just as she says that, she just looks as Narbound's on. And then Alexandra just stomps on. Then she looks down to see the Frostguard come. It's like, understood. Come on, Umpa.
Swear my gender changes every single time Lee tries to utter my name.
Don't feel bad. She does it to me too.
You just did it too.
Alexandra, you can make me a quick perception.
Sure, give me a second. My Chrome has frozen.
Oof.
My
Oh,
Chrome has frozen. Chrome, unfreeze, you son of a bitch!
Let's get Nora on board.
Chrome, I will 2d6 psychic damage, you fucking shit. I don't know what that means. I don't know how you do that to a web browser. Probably by showing it Internet Explorer, but that's besides the point.
I completely forgot. What can the ship do now that it couldn't like a few days ago?
It can cloak itself to make itself invisible.
That's the one.
Right, there we go. Oh, it's Lord. Perception, you say?
Yes, please. Let me turn Nora down around so he's not handstanding.
Perception. Turn off advantage. Perception.
14. Okay. So just as you get on board, you see what seems to be a tall, slender female just heading below deck with very pale skin in robes that are quite unusual looking to you. She seems to be carrying what can only be described as a bundle of white fluff, holding a large club. You can make me a nature check.
Shall we use all of the things I've got a 0 in?
Yes. I mean, your roll is still well from. You just watch.
I see. I might as well have made a skill count.
You just watch as she goes below deck. For a moment, you swear she was carrying a baby yeti.
That cursed thing.
Don't
I've
insult
never
my
ever
child.
wanted to see someone lollify the abominable snowman, but there you go.
Poor Rumpa.
Don't you touch the child.
I'm not going to touch the child. I only attack things I want to touch.
Like your wife?
That makes what you were doing to that card very concerning.
No.
I forgot I had that.
Oh no, a flying
So-
poppy appeared.
I have many questions. First of all, when you say we fight island, do you mean we fight large creature that is actually island? Or do we fight lots of creatures, the entire population of an island?
Well, hopefully we won't actually have to go to the Shadow Isles, but we're
You have to
trying
be
to...
fucking kidding me.
Uh,
You want me to fight something without going there?
There are things from the Shadow Isles outside of the Shadow Isles that we have to deal with.
Waffleberg
That's
just
not
looks
the
up.
entire island.
Waffleberg just looks over his shoulder and goes, to be fair, they might come towards us than we go to them.
That's also true. We're kind of a magnet for them, it seems. Especially since... Looks at Potoo.
There's only one person from that island that wants my ass. Stop it.
One person
Tell
that
that
leads an
to-
army.
Horse boy wants us too.
I see you have a bait. Anything to get them closer to my sword.
She just looks dead at Alexander. And then just goes to the back of the boat.
And that
two
will
does
not
not
hold
have-
itself in combat. Surely,
Yes.
as bait, it should be able to stab things.
Potoo is a very good fighter and is not bait.
I'm only bait when I want to be.
He just
See?
happens to attract.
Here's my,
Even the bird agrees that it is bait. Therefore, it is bait.
here's my question that I need to ask right now. Given you are on the ship and the ship has taken off, Mariah and Kuiper, are you keeping up your glamour in front of Alexander?
No.
No.
What about the
Nope.
Frost Guard? The Frost Guard.
Wait, what? Is the
Frost
Frost Guard
Guard.
with us?
Yeah.
The Frost
Wait,
Guard,
no.
the Frost Guard already knew that they were Yordles.
Right,
Oh.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Then.
because remember, glamour doesn't just disguise you human. Glamour disguises you as what you want others to see, like as what others want to see. The
Huh.
Frost Guard are so kind of mindless in their own way. They can just see through that shit.
I must have missed
Okay, let's-
something. I didn't even know the Frost Guard was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to go show him the bombs.
Right, right.
What is it with this? What is it with your group and large amounts of randomly appearing small, fluffy creatures?
Well, these are our companions.
What fucking here earlier?
This,
What happened to the
that-
humans?
huh?
What happened to the humans?
They were not humans.
You
That is
said
them.
it to me for the
Right
last
there.
time.
These two are the humans you saw.
You are forgiven only on the concept that it was probably battle tactics. And only on that. Humph.
Mariah,
Well, I don't like it either, but we aren't accepted. Shrugs.
make me a perception, Mariah.
I don't even know what you are to accept you.
So that's me. Oh, it was Ranna.
Finally sees the
Okay,
crossguard.
so you're going to be trying to do that while you're traveling there, Ranna?
Mhm.
Okay, first things first. Mariah, can I get a perception?
I got a 14.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. As you're just settling in, getting used to the ship again, there seems to be a note, like a letter stuck to the wall of the ship.
No.
Why? He's clearly come for more combat.
No, he is here to make sure the bombs exist. Don't
Who gives
fight.
a shit about bombs? There is always more things to murder that the bombs have killed.
The letter, Mariah, the envelope, has a familiar crest on it.
Ooh.
It's your family crest.
Your
Oh,
priorities are
he's opening
strange.
it.
You open it. There's just
Well,
a
will you on our ship?
There's just a letter from your father, Mariah, stating that they've got something to discuss with you upon you returning back to Bandle.
Wow, I'm loved.
He's also attached something to the letter as well. He states, "Oh yeah, no, rumor's been going around that you got yourself a ship finally. If you just attach this somewhere on your ship, should act like a traveling portal."
Sticks it on without telling anyone.
Okay. So I'm assuming that Kuiper's the only one that's seeing Mariah do this, given the ...
Yeah.
Make me a perception then, Kuiper. I was assuming that were you because you did like the 3 dashes. I thought that might be for that.
That one.
It's Mariah. Who knows what she's doing? But yep, right. You slap the little keystone into a little crack on the ship. And that will now act as a portal to Bandle City for the Yordles.
Just kind of go on.
I'm smart. Look at this, everyone.
What?
That is a very interesting pole. It is finely designed, well sandpapered. What is your point?
We can go to Bandle City.
What is
No,
a pole
no,
to do with going
no,
to Pandal City?
No.
You was funny there.
No, we're not going to Vandal City again. I am not being a Yordle again.
I
Why-
won't be shot
what is a
again.
Yordle? I have no idea what a Yordle is. Why
To
is this
answer
pole
your
finally able to
questions.
take you places?
We
Points
are
to
Yordles.
Points to Kuiper. He's a Yordle. She's a Yordle.
Why is there a city full of raccoons and cats?
They're not. Either way.
I mean, yes, they're clearly a little bit more than that, but I feel like my point stands. You have strange
Either way,
creatures.
Alexander, while you're on this ship, you will listen to us. Understand?
I mean, I wasn't listening to you. No, that didn't come out right. I
I
wasn't
tell you,
not listening to you. No, hang on. Alexander can get this right. I wasn't not listening to you. There we go. See? Master of charisma.
It's like, how do I end up with these people? Either way, if I tell you not to fight him, you do not. I need to go check on my alcoholic mother and make sure she hasn't drank herself to death in my absence.
Well, if she needs a fighting buddy, she knows where to find one. Now, tell me, where is your training arena?
We don't have one.
Oh, surely you must at least have a back room to brawl to in the middle of White. No,
Frostguard just slowly looks over to Alexander and then just walks towards the back of the ship.
Pinco's just like looks back at everybody and waves as he's sitting on the Frostguard's head.
Choose doors wisely.
It is very cold to the touch, Pinco.
He's okay.
Do you not even have anyone to have a bloody fight with on the ship? Captain Scottish. Your priorities are... I'm going to still say this. They're very strange.
I just love the idea of Alexander being like, have you got no one here to fight? You just hear loud friggin' Yeti screams from below deck. Umpa is ready to fight.
She
I think a strange sentient snowball wants a scrap.
Alari doesn't say anything more to him and just kind of goes below deck to check on the alcoholic mother.
So I'm
I
going
think
to
that
say,
one has strange pacifistic tendencies. She must be a very strange person to spend time on.
so I'm going to say you'll be arriving where the bombs are tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So overnight, our two Yordle friends here can use the portal to do the little trip that they need to do sometimes back to Bandle to stop them going insane, or in the case of Mariah, more insane. Although I'll say what's happening there with Kuiper and Alekxander happened before they did, so just
Okay.
makes sense. Potoo.
Mm.
Be right back.
Okay. You're just sat there, Legion in one hand, your rapier in the other.
Gears turning in the head.
A voice just calls out from Legion. What has you so confused this night?
I'd like to be able to use my rapier, but at the same time, there's like a little thing that causes me not to be very good at it.
That would be our influence over you, I'm afraid. Are we not satisfactory enough?
It's not that you're not satisfactory, it's just I have the capability of using two weapons when I fight. It's a little funny not being able to use both hands.
We fear that may be the grip of the Isles having its effect on you. Trying to lead you more towards using us than other weaponry. But if it is such a big concern for you, there is a way this could be done.
Oh.
Leave us with the rapier for the night.
Oh, what, are you going to transfer over into this rapier?
Some of us may try to create it as a second portal for the souls, so to speak. It would also leave this rapier cursed, but if you're already cursed by it, then it's not really going to make too much of a difference now, is it?
No, not really.
It may make you more susceptible to the Isle's influence, but if this is what you wish.
Anything to be more effective in a fight.
Very well then. So, do you choose to leave the sword?
I'm leaving them both together for the night.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, Alari,
Mm-hmm.
you find your mother just sat down near a table, just head in hands. I can't do this.
Do what?
This whole life of adventuring, this going back out, trying to do whatever you're doing.
That was either that or stay there and die.
Honestly, at times I think that would be more preferable.
Ugh. That's the easy way out.
Yeah, that's probably why it was more preferable.
Either way, you're here now.
I'm here.
And there is really nowhere safe to leave you at the moment.
You say that as if this place is safe.
It's really not.
You've got Yordles wandering around. You've got that tiny little fuzzball. The other tiny little fuzzball that's carrying a club almost as big as itself. And quite frankly, Bud, I don't trust your friends.
Just casually, she looks out and sees the other two people that just... Oh, the three.
Just kind of there like, Well, I trust those people a hell of a lot more than I trust you.
Look, all I'm going to say is I kept hearing whispers that the little one's a bomb. I don't know how you can trust that kind of thing.
Oh, Mariah is not a bomb per se.
Just Waffleberg's voice in this that she is. Don't listen to her, she's a bomb.
She's not a bomb per se. She is explosive in her unpredictableness. In that sense. But in the long run, she is a good person.
I quite literally saw her walking around the decks a couple of days ago with that bloody little necklace, clanking a little bolts together going, 1 explosion, 2 explosion, 3 explosion, 4.
She does like explosions. She's not a bomb. She likes explosions, but she's not a bomb. She's unpredictable. But she has had my back through a lot.
Then what about your other friend?
Which one?
The khaki bird looking one.
Again, which one?
The one that keeps trying to sell me drugs.
Oh, Waffleberg. Yes. He is, in fact, a drug dealer from Zond.
So you're hanging around with drug dealers now.
He has been more family to me than you have.
Yes, but I didn't try to... She's so to think. Well, yeah, but Poisson says that I never tried to sell you drugs. I may have thrown a bottle at your head, but I never tried to sell you drugs.
You threw several bottles at our heads.
And I never hit.
Anyway.
Never
because
hit.
you were a terrible shot and you were always drunk. Anyway. Waffleberg is a good companion to have. He is eccentric and odd, but reliable in the weirdest way.
What about the other one? The bloody female that you keep leaving on board with me. Bloody religious zealot.
Stellara?
Yeah, her. Bloody
She's been a decent friend. She has looked after me while we've been off killing things.
Ears which all the way from Bandle.
And Kuiper is her friend too.
Yeah, you keep saying friend and that sort, and yet Waffleberg or whatever his name is keeps saying otherwise, but I'm not going to pry into that. I don't even know how that would work.
So I don't think there's... Waffleberg tends to do those sorts of things. Whenever I'm around people, well, Delris in specific, whenever she's around a woman, he's like, kiss.
Yeah, and now you brought this guy on board. This, you know I tried to get out of the Winter's Claw. And yet you brought this guy on board, and the first thing he does as soon as he sees me is, hi, do you want to fight?
Well, yes.
Well, do it. No.
He's been in this room all this time. Just waiting for an answer.
It's like, well, it was either that or leave him there to die and let him get taken by Lysandra's people, so,
Why don't you brought on the boat?
Because there are bombs on the dark ice, and we need to remove them.
You can't trust those kind of people. I saw a guy literally go up to one of those little eggplants and splatter it against the wall just because it looked at him.
I mean, the eggplants get splattered by everything. It's kind of their thing. They enjoy it, weirdly enough.
She lifts up her coffee cup and just sees one underneath. Ah, I thought that was a coaster.
No. But either way, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, which is not very far. And But we have to get the bombs off the ice.
I hear that someone wants to try and throw them.
Thing is, whatever's asleep in that ice needs to stay asleep.
I've heard some rumours about it, but it's all been quite hazy given the drink.
Exactly. Which is why this war of the Feliord is stupid.
Why do you think I tried to get out of it?
Oh.
And left us to grow up in it. But either way, they will be gone as soon as we've removed them. As soon as the bombs have been removed.
Remind me again, Alari. If you do hate me so much, why do you still keep coming to see me?
I want to make sure you haven't drowned in a pool of your own vomit.
I can't. There's no drink on board.
There is, you just can't find it.
Motherfucker.
And plus, I believe that the ones who own said drink would chop off your hands if you tried.
I can't even have my
And I-
little hip flask. I tried to go for the hip flask and someone stole it.
Good. You're going cold turkey, Mother. Accept it.
I accepted many things a long time ago, and yet this is one of the hardest ones.
I hate you so much.
I know. Also, when you see your little Targonian friend, tell him that this tea is absolutely shit.
He's not going to like that.
AKA she borrowed the Urquartz tea spell from you, Kuiper. She's basically drinking gravy.
It was coffee.
Coffee. She's drinking very bad coffee.
She kind of picks it up and looks at it. It's like sniffs it. That's because it's coffee.
As soon as you sniff it, a little shark face pops out and just stares at you.
Ah! Devi!
Yeah, that's another thing. I think this place is haunted.
No, that's just Potoo's little friend.
It's a ghost.
Potoo is friends with lots of ghosts.
Hence it's haunted.
Not particularly, because he's not bound to the ship. He's bound to Potoo.
You keep an eye on Blue.
Then she's haunted. He's haunted. I don't know, I keep getting
He-
mixed up. It's a bit awkward trying to tell the gender of the birds.
It is a he. Both the birds are male.
Okay, I'm just trying to set me on Asta.
It's like both the birds are male. Either way. That is not tea, it's coffee, and Devi. Why are you in the tea? Why are you in the coffee?
It just shrugs, looks around, and then just looks over to where Potoo's sleeping for the night.
Wappa!
Just like from
Wappa!
the open doors, you can quite clearly see the blade of Ledros just being led next to a rapier.
Welcome back, Santa.
I'm taking a crap ton of medicine, so here we go.
Waffleberg's even more drugged up now. Great.
It's like, yes, so, look. Just because I hate you doesn't mean I'm going to leave you to die.
Why not?
Oh no, there's two.
Why not?
One, because Delris would not like it. And two, because I'm not you.
Fair enough. She just goes back to drinking the coffee and just shudders with each mouthful.
Why are you still drinking it?
Because it's the only thing I've got to drink up here aside from water.
I'll kind of use.
It said I had a hip flask, but someone stole it. Yes, that thing! Just as Pinco enters.
So I'm going to like look at the tea and just kind of use prestidigitation on it to make it taste better.
She just takes a sip. Now you see, that's better. It's
This is
interesting,
actually the first time Kuiper's used it as well.
It's interesting, really.
Hmm.
Delris always took more after your father. You always took more after me.
It's kind of like lip curls in disgust.
I mean, where else do you think you got your magic prowess?
You can't fucking use magic.
She just chuckles and looks to you. I could before the drinking.
Yes, the miracle and majesticness of birth.
Just looks around at Waffleberg. Aren't you meant to be driving the ship?
Waffleberg is driving the ship. I happen to have like security cams and shit in every room, and yeah.
It's just, you just look up. It's just an eggplant with what seems to be a rudimentary walking. It's just an eggplant with a sending stone.
And a Waffleberg mask.
Just with a little Waffleberg mask, just pretends to be a security scan, like,
Pinco's gonna pull out her flask out of his hat.
Don't give it her.
Open it up.
The strong scent of graggy ice fills the room.
He would not be able to smell it.
The mother
But-
locks onto the
And then he's just gonna eat the entire flask and leave the cap behind. And then he's just gonna leave the room.
Just slack-jawed watches this. I hate this place.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Poro either, to be honest. Kuiper summoning more cups of tea.
Yeah, I'm imagining this is how Kuiper is getting through being
It's-
back in Bandle.
It's coffee.
It's
Yep.
just like every single time it's not tea, it's just coffee.
Like, the rest of like the Yordles around you is just watching this. Is like, I think you need to slow down there. Nope.
It's Irish cream coffee.
He just lugs it to Waffleberg like, what did you do? What did you do?
Yeah, Waffleberg, as you're about in the boat, you see what seems to be a little portal open up on the side of the ship, and just Kuiper zooms out of it towards you.
Waffleberg has three options here. Waffleberg's going to pull a lever, and then he's going to decide not to pull that lever. That's the kill everybody lever.
Ah, yes, the lever enticingly labelled the campaign ender.
Just
Essentially, yeah.
during this thing, Alari would just be feeding the cheese that she has to Nyx and Sharky.
Yep. I'll say if there's nothing else anyone has to do in the night,
I'm going to suplex a box.
make me a strength check.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Strength check, you say. Let's fucking go, lads.
I made an icon for Alari's mom.
Solid strength check.
What?
Yeah.
You made-
you you just grab one of the boxes. You just kind of suplex it backwards. Kuiper, if you want to try and catch it, you've got to make a strength check. Oh no, if you try to catch it, it'd be a dex check. Dex save.
Oh god.
Wait, what just happened?
You're kind of hit by the box instead, Kuiper. Just kind of
The
breaks on
coffee
you.
luck is trying to catch a box. Hmm?
And the frost guard will just look to you as you do this, Alekxander, before grabbing one of the other nearby ones, and tries his best to suplex it as well. And even though he does still manage it, seems he struggled a bit compared to you.
Well, Waffleberg grips onto the kill everybody lever. The intercom's going to activate. There's a bunch of pipes throughout the ship. If any of you continue to destroy objects on my fucking ship and your name isn't Waffleberg, I'm gonna kill us all!
Two just opens one eye while he's laying in the freaking cot.
It actually appears that I found someone who wants to fight me! Yes! Waffleberg wants to commit some murder! Here for the other side!
The ship is going to start pile driving down towards the sea.
Waffleberg? No.
I just see Pinco, little needle stabbed into the floor.
Do you know what the funniest part would be? Even if this turned out to be a party wipe, it wouldn't be. Because Mariah's still in Bandle City. Mariah would be the only survivor.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm light enough that I could use my hat as a parachute on the descent. So
Wait,
it would be
hold
me
on.
and Mariah.
Where is Alexander on the ship before Waffleberg starts
He's in
pile
the,
driving?
the holding bit. Like in the storage bit.
He's in the... Okay, that's fucking easier. Waffleberg's not going to pile drive. He's going to pull the lever to open it up. Because there's the door there, because there used to be a huge hole, and Waffleberg put a door there.
Yep.
Alexander will, in response, stick his sword so deep into the ship that it's become impregnated with little sword babies.
You're sticking your sword into the door you're walking on? It's like a bay door. Like a bomber door.
Sorry, the door. I'm starting the ship. I need someone to hold on to, and I've decided that will do.
Yep, make me a strength check then. Let's see if you do so. Yep, you just about managed to get your sword in, so you both you and the frost guard are just dangling there. I
cannot fight an island! I will fight a ship!
I'm not closing the door until you agree to stop attacking my ship.
I have to roll something as well, just in case. Okay. He also manages to grab Kuiper by the tail before Kuiper can get out.
Pinco's just like has his little pin looking down through the open door as the draft comes. And just
Come down and fight me like my actual mother did!
And then he's just gonna reach into his hat, and I'm gonna use this more as a saving grace. He's gonna throw the little bag that he has off into the distance, summoning forth the needles and thread. They will wrap around the beams in the ship and go down to retrieve those two.
Okay. So the threads come down and they just kind of wrap around both Alekxander and the frost guard, who is still holding Kuiper. And I'm assuming it's just going to pull him up.
It's just gonna pretty much pull them up so they're hanging above the hole now.
Okay.
Pinco cannot do much more than that.
So
kind of stuck there until he closes the door.
Also, may I add that was a very good match.
Waffleberg's not opening the fucking door. I mean, Waffleberg's not closing the fucking door until they agree. So they will be stuck there for a while.
I mean, they're going to be stuck there for a while because this guy, the frost guard that's been sent with you, quite literally can't talk.
Oh, he can't talk?
No.
Oh. If Waffleberg knows that, he'll close the door. He'll take his silence as agreement.
He just kind of gives like a thumbs up towards wherever the camera is. Well, wherever the eggplant camera is.
There's just an eggplant with like a fucking optical sending stone. Just the moment he sees him, hi!
As soon as the doors are closed, he just tosses Kuiper to one side.
I like to imagine just in the
here.
Needles
I like to imagine
let
just
go,
in the
slamming them
background.
into the floor.
The king eggplant is just staring at them, or the sending stone that looks like the king eggplant because the king eggplant no longer exists. It's just fucking sending stone that they believe. But the moment that Moonman comes up on top of the ship, oh hey Moonman, where you been?
Dangling off the bottom of the fucking ship. Why?
Why were you doing that?
Because you opened the door. Why?
Because they were destroying shit on my ship.
Alexander
No, he
finally
wasn't.
comes up and goes, "So, you've actually decided to fight me one-on-one? Or are you just taking drugs? I have no idea at this point. Probably both."
Waffleberg is going to walk up to Alexander. He's going to take out the apparatus. He's going to put the apparatus up towards his mouth, and he's going to release a bunch of puffer gas into his mouth to get him high. Just basically be, calm the fuck down.
Okay.
I would like to make a dex save.
Okay, try for a dex save. Let's
It's
see
really
if
funny if I fail this anyway. Oh, no.
Yeah, you just kind of quickly move backwards as you see this just cloud form in front of you.
Pinco jumps into it.
Maybe a
Ooh,
content piece.
dirty 20.
You have no
Do you want
idea
me?
fighting me. You're just high as fuck, aren't you?
Actually, I would like you to stop destroying shit on my boat. Everything on my boat exists for a reason, and that reason is not to piss me off. I'm probably like the most volatile person on this ship, and the one person that you probably don't want to piss off. And in all honesty, why do people trust me to drive the ship? Moonman, why do people trust me to drive the... Oh yeah,
You're
because
the
I
only
threatened to
one
shoot
who can
Potato.
drive the ship.
Well, no, Potato can. I just threatened to shoot them, didn't I?
You're also the only one who can fix my spell. He just presses the paper against your chest after writing a few things down and just walks off.
Waffleberg will look at the paper. Oh my god, is this just Kuiper's version of the 95 Thesis, 95 things Waffleberg's done wrong?
No.
Number 1, taking my tea spell. Number 2, making me to make a gravy spell. Number 3, just fuck you.
No, it's the coffee spell, except some of the what are they called? The material components are crossed out and replaced with loads of other stuff. They're all wrong.
Waffleberg just looks at it. I don't know what he's on about. But
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I want to fight you. If only because fighting you does not look like you to be very satisfactory.
fighting me will get you a one-way ticket into the void.
You just cheat. You're not a good fighter. You're not even a good person. Hell, I'm not
See,
even sure you're a person.
somebody fucking understands Waffleberg. Finally, see, Mariah, this is what the kind of people that
Mariah's not on the boat.
he is looking at the Mariah painted sending stone,
Oh.
not even activating it. He's looking at it, thinking it's the real damn thing. It's men like this that you just got to just understand. Waffleberg's not a good guy. Anybody that thinks Waffleberg's a good guy severely underestimates what a good guy is. Waffleberg has killed people. He has murdered people. He has sent people into the very darkest depths of Zon just because he wanted to.
So.
But also a soft spot. So fuck you. I'm driving my ship. Break my shit, and you die.
So if no one else got anything to do tonight.
Alexander's just gonna walk. It doesn't really. Who would have a normal reaction to that?
That is true.
Who would have a normal reaction to anything Waffleberg says at any point in time?
Just gonna leave his crits alone. More to do with the fact I'm scared he's going to have an actual aneurysm.
So,
24/7.
as it gets to morning, Stellara has prepared everyone some breakfast, just some food on the lower decks. Would anyone be on the upper deck at the moment?
Pinco's
Waffleberg.
been standing there the entire night on the bow of the ship, just rehearsing his Titanic scene.
So, Pinco and Waffleberg, you watch the portal that's been placed, well, the little portal stone that's been placed on the side of the ship, burst open, and Mariah just emerges from it, holding what seems to be a large sack of letters.
What is this?
Look, I'm so famous. Look at them all. Look at them all.
Waffleberg's going to look at a letter.
The letter is addressed to Mariah and has a unusual little stamp on it. Hang on. Seems to be a small little cog-like stamp.
Can I open it? I'm asking Mariah.
Yeah, open it.
Waffleberg's going to open it. The entryway, though, he is holding it so that the stamp faces somebody else in case it's a glitter bomb.
Okay. It doesn't explode like a glitter bomb. In fact, it seems to be a letter inside, addressed to Mariah.
Waffleberg will read the letter.
The letter reads, "To Mariah. Our family has been, well, I wouldn't say friends, but we've been kind of close, trading tips back and forth for a while now. And despite what you may have heard from the first round we did of the school, I think it went to be a large success. So I'm inviting you to join in on the second year of our mech school. You can bring some friends along if you want, mainly because I've yet to invite other people along for this. So the more students, the better. Just turn up on the outskirts of Bandle City, you know the place. And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon for some lessons. And it's signed off at the bottom, Rumble.
To Mariah. You want to drive a giant fucking robot? Well, fuck you. I'm not a homodonger. Get your ass over to my school.
Appears.
Waffleberg just full on, just like, and drops the letter. Just like,
Don't fucking do that.
Sorry, you mentioned the robot, and I've been alone in the room for a long time.
Where's Lara?
I don't know.
Okay then. I mean, you're not her keeper. Yeah, no, this asshole by the name of Rhubar wants you to join his mech school, Mariah, so that you can.
Sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. He's invited you and anybody that you want to come.
All of us, all together, in mechs, being badass.
I've never heard you speak this coherent of a long sentence, which means you must be very passionate about this. So I'm not going to argue. That hurt.
You just say that, Alexander, and Stellara just looks to you. It's like almost any other family. A bit dysfunctional, but you get along with it.
Are you sure? Because I was talking to the bird last night, and I'm not sure how much of it was drugs or how many people he's murdered. I don't know how. How did he get here?
So pretty much the only way to really describe him, really.
I now have to stop suplexing crits because otherwise he might actually die from his own blood hemorrhage.
He's oddly proud of the ship. Kind of like his little pet project, little creation.
I mean, when you put it like that, I can't really get mad about that. Maybe if his first response had been to talk about how much he liked the ship and less, let's open the door, because that's a fucking challenge if I've ever heard one.
It's hard to describe without just saying it's Waffleberg, unfortunately.
Oh.
Also, your friend over there, he's just
I have a
staring at the
friend.
meat on his plate. She just motions over to the frost guard who's just like sat down staring at this plate of like meat. As
Well,
if it's like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this.
I don't.
Friend,
Well,
are
I
you going
don't
to
think
eat
he.
that?
I have never seen a frost guard take off their helmets. I presume they just can't.
Wait, that's a helmet? I thought that was his face.
Is he like a vacuum?
I thought he was a robot. Like, I thought that's why everyone was. I thought that's why we brought him aboard. We all thought he was cool.
I mean, technically he is cool.
I mean, yeah, he is cool. And Frost jokes aside, he looks pretty badass. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that.
So, I don't think I've been coached very well up to date with. What are we actually doing?
We're going to a robot school. Oh, no, sorry, wait. We're going to grab some bombs, and then we're going to a robot school.
That is very
What's this about a
interesting.
robot school?
What are we putting the bombs in?
I don't know, actually. I think we're just taking them with us, so we're probably going to dump them in the sea or something.
Without
maybe.
sounding evil, we should keep hold of them.
Without sounding evil, are we still over land?
Because
I don't actually
yes.
remember which way we're traveling. Okay, cool. Because the moment we get over the sea, tides. It's been a while, but tides.
Let me just move to there.
I'm back.
You are heading
back
from the Kuchar where you from the village where you were down to here, just next to the Frostguard Citadel.
So we won't be
Okay.
going over any seas for
Yeah, we are good. We're going over mountains. The moment we start to go over sea, it is tide time. It's been a very long time. So
I'm very
Waffleberg will kind of remind people.
But we're between going to remove bombs and apparently going to a fucking mech school. Do I get to fight an island?
Probably when we get the mechs and figure out how to stop the ghosty nastiness. After the mech school, we gotta stop by, we gotta go, is it Noxus?
Bilgewater.
Bilgewater, yeah, we gotta go to Bilgewater. And then when we go there, you can find a fucking island.
Also, just to quickly catch you up, Dion.
Yeah.
You're all there having food. Mariah came back from Bandle City with letters that were all addressed to her, inviting her and any friends she wanted to bring along to enroll in the second year of mech school.
And because it was the longest, most coherent sentence that Mariah has ever spoken to any of us, Waffleberg has agreed to go.
She's probably running around just like being quite hyper, showing everyone like the letter, I'm assuming.
There's a mech school.
I mean, are you surprised?
What's a mech?
Like, there's a... Are you surprised that there's a school for people who can drive giant robots? Like, there's a whole religion based off of becoming robots.
I know, but I expected it to be something, near Heimerdinger.
Well, I mean, we don't know where it is yet.
It did say on the letter.
Oh, did it?
Yep. It's on the outskirts of Bandle City.
Oh, fuck, we gotta get there.
I mean, you have a portal to Bandle City now on your boat.
Waffleberg is not being tiny again.
We're not doing that again.
Either way,
This is you just wanting another tiny Yordle-fied party.
Actually, out of character, it'd be interesting to see how Alexander would react to being turned into a Yordle.
Actually, it's more a case of
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll be
I do
turned
not know
into a
what-
raccoon.
I barely know what a Yordle is.
You'll be surprised. Nobody explained anything to him until the day comes. You'll be surprised. Yordle's a race, by the way. You'll see what they are. But we're gonna go grab the bombs. And then I was also reminding people that when we go over the sea, because it's been a very long time since we've actually done any sea traveling, that we need to pay tithes.
yeah,
Else,
we don't want Nautilus to get
I feel like I should state this out of character-wise. It isn't just because it's also a funny visual just to have you all be Yordles again. It's because I've been trying to find ways to progress Mariah's story as well. And quite frankly, but she doesn't have the devastating backstory everyone else has. So I can't do it via that. Because Mariah has a happy family home.
Waffleberg isn't too devastating. His entire family just got wiped out by the Sasai mother. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Mariah has no dead parents, and her parents love her.
That's very true, and that's something Waffleberg could fix very quickly.
We found the use for the bombs.
Okay, Mariah, go give parents hugs. Yay! Kaboom!
Wappa!
Either way, it's like kind of look and be like, so do we know how long this mech school thing is going to take if we're going there?
Mariah,
Yes.
how long does mech school take?
What?
You would remember from the first one that it was supposed to be just like a week long or something like that. But it ended up being cut rather short after what Rumble would only describe as unforeseeable circumstances.
I would say a week.
AKA a minion uprising.
Love it. So, a week.
Because quite literally, that's what the plot was for Mechs versus Minions.
It was, yeah. That and minions are canonically from Panel City.
Yep.
Are we going to park the fish in the meantime?
I thought we were just going to drive it through the portal.
The portal is on the fish.
Are you suggesting it implode in on itself?
Alexander, you're just hearing them all talk about stuff being on the fish, and you're confused because you don't see any large fish around here.
I have just elected not to ask any more questions. Let them do the fucking thing. We'll get to an island and I will fight it.
Yes. Well, I mean...
Turns out it's map fight.
I mean, we could park the fish over in, Well, if we're going to Bilgewater, I don't want to park it in Bilgewater. No offense, Potato. It's not against you, it's just against the people that live there.
No offense taken.
And I don't want to park it anywhere near this place because, no offense, Alari and Alexander and Delris and, what's your name, Frostguard?
It just looks up here, looks back down at the plate of meat in front of it.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Frank, but you guys got a lot of like family issues and
just like Marit, just like the mayor just sat there like, what's up?
Oh shit, yeah, you're a thing too. Sorry.
We could try and park it up in Piltover, but oh wait, yeah, not allowed.
We're not
anymore.
over.
I was thinking maybe that stone village. But
yes.
Gangplank. Have we kind of fucked ourselves? Do we not have any place that we can safely park my damn boat?
Maybe we could park it with Rel.
But wouldn't the small, tiny, angry, fuzzy one try and claim it?
It's
We'll
not like
we'll just drag him in the portal to mech school with us.
it's not like we do anything with it.
Hold on, was that lame bubbling in the background because I threatened to bring him along for an adventure for a week?
Don't.
You're gonna have to play Clyde for an entire week.
Don't
Wait,
declare.
did you say you won't?
Don't declare.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that.
Huge mistake in this
I mentioned it, and then I just heard you in the background, and I was like, "Wait, is that Lay mumbling about us not to bring Colette?" So
It was quite
he
literally
doesn't have to play
me
Colette.
just realizing, going, "Oh no."
Good news, everyone. Cled's on vacation. He's not at home.
Look.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Could lead it well, and it's not like he can do anything with the ship anyway.
Don't we have a friend over in? Well, no, I'm not going there. Yeah, we'll leave it with Ral. Which one's Ral again?
Horse girl.
Do you really want to walk, then get a boat all the way there?
What do you mean? We can fly the ship there and then use the portal at Bandle City. On the ship.
Why the fuck are you walking? You can walk if you want. We've got a portal. Wait, I'm confused. What?
Very confused Potoo face. He's just
Potato, there's a portal on the ship. We're just needing to park the ship. The most you'll be walking is up those stairs under the port bow. That's the most you'll be doing. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? I'm confused. What's going on?
Bilgewater after this little thing.
After school.
Actually, let me just quickly do a couple of things. Number
we
one.
We deserve a thing.
Potoo. Odds or evens?
Evens. Damn it.
Okay.
So we'll go to Mexico first because we deserve a vacation after all this shit.
Everyone,
honestly,
everyone who isn't Potoo, roll me a perception.
Oh, what are we gonna do with the child?
The baby. We bring her with us. Child wonder in a place where imagination becomes reality. What's the worst that could happen?
Alexander doesn't notice. Pinco doesn't notice. Waffleberg does. Alari doesn't notice. Wow. Mariah, are you going to roll as well?
Sorry, my roll 20 is just glitching out right now.
Kuiper doesn't notice. Lyra does. So it's only Waffleberg and Lyra that I've noticed so far. We'll see what happens with Mariah's roll. See, I'd say that you could just roll physical for this one as well, but I don't know where about you put your D20 set because it's been ages since we've done D&D stuff offline.
Probably does somewhere.
Why don't do you want Lee to just roll for you or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll for you. Let's see what Mariah gets for a perception. Where is it? There. 17. Mariah notices. Okay, so let's go this way through this. Lyra notices that, as well as the normal curse sword, Potoo's rapier is now also giving off an odd, odd cold feeling like the bigger sword does. Mariah? Potoo's feathers seem to have taken on a bit more of a green, sickly glow.
Ew.
Waffleberg, you've noticed both of those things, as well as the fact that his eyes seem a bit more green now.
Excuse me for a moment. Waffleberg's grabbing Potoo, running over into the captain's quarters. And he is locking the door behind him.
Well,
The fuck?
I imagine that we are never seeing them again.
Potato!
I assume that's the little one suplex the crate.
Waffleberg?
Actually, Potato's taller. Potoo's taller than Waffleberg. Waffleberg is actually very short for an Aarakocra, but he also is like, he hobbles. He's like an old man, essentially. But Waffleberg is grabbing Potoo by the beak, bringing them down on his level. What the fuck did you do?
Potoo just looks dead at Waffleberg. Are you still holding Waffleberg's beak? Potoo's beak?
Potoo will let up a little bit so that Potoo can speak ever so slightly, but the hands are still like there, so he can close the mouth at any point in time.
You may as well just swap characters at this point, guys.
Elaborate. What do you want to know?
Okay, we're gonna start with when the fuck did your eyes turn green? When the fuck did you start getting even worse? And what the hell is that? He says, pointing to the rapier with his human hand. His metal hand is still just in range to clamp your beak shut again.
Looks at the rapier. I wanted to be more effective if we have to fight again, and kind
of what?
Kind of spread to the rapier.
Sorry, repeat that again?
Legion is now in that sword and
He's
that
clamping
sword.
the beak shut. He is clamping the beak shut. He is just pulling Potato with him as he just puts Potato down in the chair. Let's go of the beak, and he is just rubbing the temples of his head at the moment. But, and you thought this was, sorry, hold on. Let me get my composure real fast. Motherfucker! You thought spreading a cursed from a cursed sword into another sword, so therefore you will be double cursed, was a good idea.
I mean, I'm technically already cursed to begin with.
No.
My dear, that's the equivalent of saying, oh, look, I've lost an arm. Let's cut off a leg. Okay. The sword wasn't originally cursed, right? It's not some new cursed sword that you stole from another ghost general, is it?
And no, this is the rapier that I've had since the beginning.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's good. That means we've only got 3 ghost generals after us and not a 4th one. Yay! Second. Okay. Say, it's the same ghost, right? You didn't go out killing a bunch of people while I was asleep, did you?
It's the same. Legion does have a lot of spirits. They just decided who was going where.
Okay. Cool. Third off, they're not going to try and curse you because now they're in another weapon that hasn't been purified by what's-their-face from Ionia, and now they're not going to try and take you over, right? That's a thing that you thought about, right?
Yeah.
Tell me that's a thing that you thought about. Good.
I'm just imagining the spirits in the sword were like, okay. Winter's Claw over here, Avarosans over in that one. Well, okay, but we get the Piltovers, you get the Zornites.
Yes.
I'm an eggplant. because there's an eggplant soul in there.
Then you got the
Waffleberg is
Nopsians and then the...
Waffleberg is going to proceed to take out a piece of paper. He's going to write a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and then he's going to draw a line. He's going to hand the paper and the pen. Sign your name.
Why?
Just sign your fucking name.
Signs?
Cool. Waffleberg is going to roll it up. He's going to put it in a bottle, and he is going to hang the bottle around his neck.
This basically says that at any point in time that you are not you and I shoot you, you can't hold it against me. So if you become possessed by any of those souls in the new sword or the old sword, because I don't know if this mumbo fuckery has broken the purification, I get to shoot you. And
Well, I
you
don't
can't
think
hold
it's
it
broken the
against me.
purification because they don't seem to be going berserk.
You don't know, they could be pretending they're smart ghosts. Also, what the fuck is up with your feathers?
My feathers?
Yes, you keep dyeing them green, or is that because of this curse?
I think it's because of this curse.
Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that at some point. Just for now.
Waffleberg's grabbing a pair of sunglasses from his desk. He's putting them on Potoo.
Nobody needs to see your eyes because they're very much different from what they were. And we'll figure out what to do about the feathers later. Maybe we'll dye them. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at this, just like, oh, I'm tired, you can have my sister for a bit. Fuck, it didn't work.
But look, okay. At any point that you feel sick or cursed, you need to tell us, okay?
Right.
Shit, what is this going to do with Pebble? Is this going to make that even worse?
You made people sick?
Is
Get
my
the hell off
to
my
the bottom of the boat?
Yeah,
You did not, Mundo, you did not ask Captain's permission to come aboard. You know the rules, get the fuck off. Now I'm going to possibly call in the second most level-headed individual besides myself in this entire party, who is the second most reasonable individual that definitely isn't going to bitch slap you. Waffleberg's going to walk over to the door. He's going to open the door. Moonman, can you get your ass in here, please?
Yeah, looks to Alexander at one moment. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just saw something.
follows in.
The moment that Moonman is in, Waffleberg's locking the door.
So, you are bearing witness to the Potato's gotten worse. And
Potato's what?
Potato's curse. It's expanded to a new sword.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my shit here. I don't know why that hit me on the funny bone so much. Just friggin' Alari being like, shit, I can't get the sister out. Mariah in the most innocent thingy, do you need a hit on the head? Quite literally in
Meanwhile,
front of the
Alexander-
barbarian who's just there now like, yes?
Okay, so go roll.
So, our friend, our mutual associate, our good chum, old pal, Potato,
I have no
and the curse
disagreement.
too. For this reason, they have signed an agreement. You have been witness to the agreement. It is in this bottle that is currently around my neck. The agreement states that if at any point in time they are cursed and I shoot them, I'm not being blamed for foul play.
He's just staring at you.
Which you? There's two yous.
Probably cross-eyed, but mostly Waffleberg.
He has 3 eyes, so one's on Potoo, 2's on Waffleberg.
It's expanded their feather
Glasses on them, they look decent.
Potoo's just steepling his fingers, just watching the both of them. Eyes just leaning forward over the sunglasses.
Why am I here?
I don't know, because you know more about curses and whatnot. Maybe you could assist. Also, to bear witness to the fact that if I shoot her and she's possessed, it's not my fault. Nobody can get on to me for that. They've signed the
Nobody
agreement.
is shooting anyone yet. What can I help with?
Take a look at Potato.
Okay.
How long will it be?
Just checks the feathers, the eyes, everything else.
Clearly still has a pulse.
Well, you are alive. That's a start. Can I make any checks to spot anything else?
Investigation.
Investigation. I love this character.
Just seems to be the sword, the feathers, the eyes. Aside from that, you're not really seeing any other changes on Potoo.
I don't see what's different. Why are you freaking out?
Secretly, Debbie's gotten slightly bigger.
No, now there's 2 Devies. It's Devi and Levy.
Actually, that's not a half bad name.
What is different?
The eyes, the feather, the fact that there's a second one of those swords.
Actually allowed to switch there, Lee, just to clarify.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just because I've been kind of like role-playing this out, but like...
Also, I will say, if y'all don't mind, we will leave it there for this week.
Okay.
We've been recording for coming up to 2 hours, 50 minutes. I feel like that's a good place to leave it for tonight. But yes,
okay.
We will pick it up next week with Delris finding some new person. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm sorry, but Santa. No. The worst part is Rebecca's played that game enough to know what the reverse Roman Wilkinson is a reference to.
No, I played the game with her. We played it together.
Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Just Delris's reaction to a new person. Just, the fuck? But yes, we will pick this up next week. We'll pick this up next week with some more Dark Tides of Runeterra. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.